Hello everybody and welcome back to Fable 2. I am back again to do a couple of more jobs. Now that assassination has been finished, we have 3 more to take care of, and all of the bad jobs have disappeared, and now it's on the flip side and we've got some of the good jobs to do. So we've got bounty hunting to do, which I've come to Oakfield to do, and I got it right when it started. Each job will give you 10 days normally to complete it. And so I'm here in Oakfield. Bounty Hunter will occur in any places with guards, so that would be Bowerstone and Oakfield for the most part, because Bloodstone doesn't have guards, and I'm not sure if Westcliff has guards even after Barnum has been done with it. So it's in Oakfield this time, and then we've also got Slave Rescue, which is interesting because it's kind of like criteria is a job, but it actually occurs in your quest log, and it pops up at random times, and it is timed and disappears, so it's kind of an interesting one. But anyways, we're going to start with bounty hunting, and we're going to see the opposite end of this. Instead of executing innocent people, we're going to execute some bandits or some assassins or some creatures or whoever he sets us up with. Woohoo! He's even giving us a challenge. You're gonna get a random assortment. I don't know if it depends on how much you've completed the game or what, but he's actually giving us some shadows to defeat, which is really cool. You can get banshees, trolls, shadows, hobs, bandits, assassins, and I think balverines. So we have a wide assortment of enemies to defeat, and it's just really coincidental that he set us up with shadows. So, because that's a little bit of a more challenging enemy. So, shadows are haunting the tombs of Bowerstone Cemetery again. People can't visit the graves of their loved ones until they are dealt with, and this is level 3, so it's more difficult than our assassination contract was. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to warp to the cemetery, and we are going to take care of those shadows. Okay, I think you can also get the undead as well. So these look like they're shadow hobs, which unfortunately are not going to be a huge challenge to take care of, but that's alright. As long as we get a little bit of action. There's also some balverines here, it looks like, so a little bit more of a complicated enemy. I feel like we haven't seen balverines in forever. I think the last time we saw them was when we had seen Chesty, and we did that side quest. So that was really simple. I find these to be a lot easier than assassination, just because it's not such a pain in the butt, and sometimes guards will help you if you're in an area. So yeah, that one was extremely easy. So let's return and let's get our reward. Alright, I should probably put my gun away because I'm scaring these poor people. I hate that. It's like I accidentally forgot to disarm myself when I traveled, and then I appeared in the area with my gun drawn. Not that it matters because I'm so famous anyways, but I don't like to scare people, so he's going to give us our reward, and we also get good points for doing this. This is one of the good quests. So, for this quest in particular, we get 2,250. The amount that you get is going to depend on what enemy you defeat. So if you defeat hobs or bandits, you're going to get a low amount of money, probably somewhere around 750 gold. And then if you attempt something a little bit higher, like balverines or shadows, you're going to get a higher reward. And if you defeat a banshee or a troll, which by the way is extremely rare, you're going to get even more money than that. So again, it's not a big way to make money, and since it occurs so little, it's just, to me, it's just not worth it. I mean, if you're really bored or something and you really don't have anything else to do, then I guess you could, because as you can see, once I've done it once, it'll disappear, whereas if I do blacksmithing and I leave and I come back to it, it's still going to be available for 8 days, and it'll be continuous for those 8 days, and I can do it as much as I want to. So since this video hasn't gone on for very long, we're only about 6 minutes in, let's go ahead and let's try the Slave Rescue quest and see if we can do this one, which is going to be in Bowerstone. Okay, so it looks like we made it. I tried to do this earlier and it actually said that I had run out of time, which is kind of funny because it doesn't give you an amount of time, but regardless, it looks like the guy is over here that we need to speak to, who's gonna let us know what it is we have to do.
You there. Are you interested
So this
in
is the
lending your
second
fellow
of the
citizens
good
a
jobs
helping
that you can
hand?
get, obviously.
It's slavery.
Rescuing a bunch of
Snatching away honest
slaves.
folk
I
they
mean,
are.
does
Bent on
anything get
problem.
better than that? I don't think so.
Right against
As you can see, all these
slavery.
quests are set up in
Marvellous.
very,
civic-minded
very
of you, I
similar
must say.
fashion. They'll just
I've
give
written
you a
down the
note with
slavers'
what you're supposed to do,
last
you do it, and you
location on
collect
this
your
note.
reward. We're going to go ahead and find out what we have to do for this one. Looks like the slaves are being held at Bandit Coast. Every time that I've done this, for some reason, it's always been at Bower Lake, which is really close by, but I don't mind traveling to the Bandit Coast to free a bunch of slaves. That's not a big deal to me, and it's also going to be a bit harder, which is good. I like a little bit of a challenge, especially at this point in the game. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to travel to the Bandit Coast, and we are going to take out some slavers. Alright, so we need to follow this path. It's been a long time since we've been here. This is where we went to fight all those Balverines back with Hammer back in the day when we were trying to get to Westcliff to go to the Crucible. This was even before the Spire, so this was a long time ago. Looks like we've got quite a few bandits to defeat. I think in this area, these bandits actually are reoccurring, because if you remember, we actually fought all of these bandits when we were here the first time. So I think if you were to come to this area and leave and come back, these bandits would appear. I was here doing a couple of side questing things for some separate videos, like gargoyle collecting and key collecting, and these bandits showed up when I was doing that as well. So I kind of think that these bandits are never-ending spawn sort of deal, which is, I don't know, it can be good or bad. I mean, if you're looking for a grind spot, luckily this isn't a game where you really have to grind in. There's a lot of easier ways to get levels up and things like that. But it looks like this is the place where all the slaves are being held, hence the cages and the big horde of bandits that are here. So let's go ahead and take these guys out, using a couple of different methods. I don't think I need will anymore, but I haven't really used it since I got my final upgrade, and I feel kind of bad. I'm really behind on the strength, but I'm going to use a lot of my general experience for that, I think. So I'm going to take it. Oh, I hate assassins. Stop jumping around. Thank you. They're so fast. That's what I hate. Especially when I have a big weapon like this, swinging it around like a madman, trying to find and kill a really, really fast enemy is a pain. So we got the key, and we're able to free the slave. So let's open up the door here and let these guys go free. They look like rich people too. So you get a lot of renown for that, which is great. 1,000. That can be done if you're looking for some stuff, some renown when you go see Reaver. If it comes up, why not, I guess, if you feel like it. But it looks like that finished up. It doesn't look like you actually get money for that. You get renown for it, which is nice too. Not that I need the money. You guys can see I have 3 million gold that I'll probably never use, because I've pretty much purchased like every single piece of everything at this point. And it looks like another job popped up, which is the Assassination Society, which you've already done. So I just need to wait until I'm able to get civilian displacement, which is going to be the opposite of this one. It's going to be getting slaves. And then we'll have all that over and done with. And then these videos are coming to a close. We've still got some DLC to take care of. And I'm going to be putting gargoyles and silver keys and demon doors and things like that into a separate video. Hopefully next time we can finish up that last little job, and we can make our hero fully leveled. And yeah, and then the game will pretty much be done. So yeah, so hopefully I'll be able to make a couple more videos for you guys. Until then, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.